Okay, back here with another Rampage Baja video. What I was going to do this time is, since it's raining and we got 3 inches of rain yesterday and I can't really drive them, I was just going to do a compare and contrast with both of them and just kind of show you the pros and cons of each one and kind of see what's going on with them. And I was going to pull the tires off and show you the difference in the hub design. I'm going to pull the the transmission cover off that one, and then the transmission cover off this one, and show you guys kind of, you know, what's going on in there, the pros and cons of that, and everything like that. So I guess I'll get started taking these things apart and get going on it. Okay, now that I got them all apart, I'll show you the biggest con about the Rampage that I can tell you, and that is these set screws. They're all over the place. They're on, I don't know if I can get in there and show you. There's one, and I'll get a light to show you even better. But they're all over the place. You see that set screw right there? You can see it. Anyways, here, maybe I can get a better. See, set screw. Okay, they're all over the place on this thing, and I've had more of those come loose. These ones I haven't had any problems with anymore since I've got them to stay pretty good and snug with Loctite, and I really don't have to worry about the front ones anymore coming loose since I swapped it to two-wheel drive. So I just, you know, whenever I have the wheels off and I'm just kind of checking stuff out, I just make sure that they haven't worked themselves out or something like that and everything. But no, the square drive, that's the con, because I'm limited to only Rampage XT wheels, which these are the XT wheels, and as you can see, there's no bead lock, so it's super glue, and I have a hell of a time keeping those things you know, on the bead. So yeah, that's the main thing here, is that I'm limited to Rampage XT only, or whatever other Red Cat wheels that fit these drives. So I'm very limited in wheels, and I'm trying to, you know, I want to get the adapters. They make an adapter that I can fit, I can put on here that I can fit you know, the standard industry, you know, wheels on it. And now you come over here and you can see how this is a completely different design. For one thing, the hub is a lot bigger, and there's the inside of it, and it's a different design, and that's industry standard right there, is what it is. It just, there's all kinds of wheels that you can put on this thing. You got all kinds of selection. And then another thing I was going to want to show you, that instead of having I guess set screws, what I've seen is they have these pins, and they're pretty sweet. They just pop out like that, and it's just a pin, and then boom, you can replace your axle instead of having to deal with set screws and all kinds of other stuff. Just a lot easier to work on, in my opinion, you know, not having to deal with a bunch of set screws and crap like that. And see, now it's back on and it's back together, and there's absolutely no way it can come out, because it sets the wheel, that part of it sets inside the wheel. So with the wheel on, it's not coming out. And if it does, you're screwed anyways. So, so that's kind of what I wanted to mention there and everything. And then I'm going to be going over gear setup. I'm back here, and this is the first time I've ever had this part of it off of the Rovan, and instantly I was very disappointed, and I'm going to show you why. You got your nice metal gear there that feeds the plastic gear, and that's kind of disappointing. We haven't had any problems with it, and it's holding real good backlash and everything, but that part there kind of made me go, oh no, because it's just the fact of plastic being there and having a drive gear that's metal and metal on plastic, and I guess it probably doesn't create as much heat or whatever, but I was kind of disappointed in that. And like I said, we haven't had any problems with it. One thing that I was really impressed with is the, this diff mount or whatever you want to call it. They all have different names for it, but that is metal from stock and everything. And the only thing I was disappointed in was this plastic gear. That kind of disappointed me a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that the ones inside the gear, I guess basically whatever you want to call that, the differential thing, or maybe that's a differential and that's a differential. I don't know. Everybody has their own way of calling them, but anyways, I'm pretty sure inside there that those are all steel gears. Of course, they sound pretty quiet, so you never know, and that's one of the things I'm going to point out when I come over to this one. And then we got the infamous 4-gear setup. Yeah, what a disaster this has turned out to be. For one, I got to keep it greased to keep the bearing heat down. Not to mention all the set screws. But as you can see, everything has metal gears on it, and the diff in there, you can see that metal gear in there. It's all metal gear driven, so that's one plus that Red Cat has going for it. And then they go ahead and bring it down with all these set screws, and then you got a plastic diff mount, and that I'm having troubles with this. That's why I have to lube the bearings. I'm wanting to upgrade this to aluminum, but that stuff is expensive. I'm trying not to have more in the vehicle than it's worth, than I paid for it, because RC cars aren't like Harley Davidsons or something like that. You can't just sink a bunch of money in one and then sell it for the same shit, sell for the same money you have into it. You got to include wear and tear. It's a lot different. But anyways, and another thing that I was going to mention here is I just got done repairing this. You can see all the in play in there, and inside here is this with the disc brakes and everything. There's a series of axles and more set screws, and I haven't found out how to keep them damn things from coming loose, because I have a feeling what happens is there's a cam in here, and what happens is when the servo comes back and applies the brakes, it puts so much pressure on those set screws that it keeps, loosening up and sliding. But last time what happened is I gained like probably a 1/4 inch of in play on this gear right here, that one, and then it messed the backlash up or whatever, and it caused this gear here to get hot and to roast the inside bearing. And so I mean, there's pros and cons to both of them, but you got to take it for what it is, and just find the weaknesses and do your best to make them better and everything like that. So anyways, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now that I got my hands wiped off from all the grease from the Rampage in the gears, which I probably shouldn't be having to do that, but and Hybrid Dimitri, one of my followers, mentioned that I probably shouldn't be doing 30-40 second full throttle pulls when I go to the sand lot and stuff, but that's kind of just, I guess, my style and what I do. So I guess I'll just have to replace parts as it goes. So no, but that's kind of what I wanted to go over, was the the difference in the hubs and all that stuff, and the difference in the transmission and the drives and all that stuff and whatnot. And then I just basically wanted to do a compare and contrast the pros and cons of each one. So if you like the movie or the video, make sure you like it, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the bell notification off to the side of the subscribe button. It'll also let you know whenever I upload a video and everything. So I guess that's all for now. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. We'll see you later.